Okay, listen, I'm about to get on here and yap. And if you are a black woman, please, I encourage you to stay. And I want you to stay. You need to stay. Like, that's it. That's it. If you believe in your ancestors, well, they're telling you to stay. Okay, please? So I was trying to film this podcast episode today. Oddly enough, I couldn't film it. For, like, some odd reason, my microphone system wasn't working. A whole bunch of that shit. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm going to still talk what the fuck I got to say. I clearly have written it down. But I was thinking about this topic months ago when I was just sitting with myself in meditation, you know, really just locking in for real. And it's the topic of stress is killing black women. And yes, surface level, we know, you know, we know. We all know. And it popped up in one of my like school like courses. And I was like, I think I want to branch out on this. So that's what I'm going to do today. First, I want to just start by saying we have a right to rest. Any person that has an ounce of black ancestry in them, you have a right to rest, because the emotional strain that we all carry in our cells, in our DNA, in our blood is way more than you fucking think. And I'm going to be using like my grannies for an example through a lot of this. So first, stress kills black women and has been forever, right? Number one diseases for black women: heart disease, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, we all know of. Hold on. Sorry, y'all, my funky-ass cat wanted to come in. But anyway, I said hypertension, so we had high blood pressure. You probably know somebody in your fucking family who has high blood pressure or heart disease. Like, my granny has heart disease. Diabetes, depression and anxiety, which, granted, we can say everybody has that, but it's higher in these families. And inflammatory diseases, dare I say. Do we know what stress is? Because it's really been big on the internet recently. Stress equals high cortisol, okay? We're all trying to figure out our fucking, our thyroid and our cortisol levels and everything like that. It's literally in us. And then a lot of the times, like I had this experience last year, when you go to the doctors, they don't even treat you. They don't. They don't know what the fuck it is. They don't even bother to look. They don't do anything. So honestly, you're literally just withering away at that point. Not like to make it true, right? Black women have the highest rate of stress related issues in the world, okay? The cells, they feel it. The heart, it happens. And the nervous systems are fucked. Just being honest, they're fucked. But what also leads to this is suppression, right? And I know this from personal experience, from my boyfriend's personal experience. I've watched it my entire life. The suppression that goes on in a black household is fucking insane. And we all just kind of watch, like, there could be drug issues, there could be sexual assault allegations, issues. Nobody is going to speak on it. That shit, like, you'll have people coming out 20 years later in the family, and they're like, oh, yeah, yeah, no. And the family's like, no, he would never do that. So it's like the suppression really is deep within a black household. And I'm going to tie this all back to slavery, because it all ties back to slavery every single fucking time. So that suppression we see within our grandmothers and stuff right now, it is good as a generation, because I'm Gen Z. In our generation now, we're going to therapy. We're seeking help. And, you know, we're trying to get better. We're trying to talk about things. And now our elders might be pissed at that. Cool. It's in their nature. I'm going to be honest. It's in the fucking nature. But it must happen, or we're just going to keep a cycle of dying and being another fucking statistic, okay? But what comes from suppression, poor sleep. And let me touch on poor sleep, because I don't know if anybody else's granny just do this. My granny does not fucking sleep. None of them fucking sleep, okay? Like, literally, and even if they do sleep, like, you could open the bathroom doors. You okay? You okay? Girl, go to bed. I remember waking up, coming down the stairs at, like, it was like 4 a.m. And it was a whole little cousin shindig. Them motherfuckers up at 3:30 a.m. playing fucking cards, cooking, just doing something they're not supposed to be fucking doing. After watching 20 fucking kids all day, they're still fucking up. That's not good for your health. Is that good for your health? No, but they're used to it. Chronic inflammation, like I said, and it's because black women were taught to survive. And like I said previously, I'm going to relate this back to hoodoo and slavery, okay? So black women are twice as likely to experience heart disease compared to white women. Most of us knew. And a lot of this, not only does it come from this stress and this suppression, it comes from systematic racism, gender expectations within a black household, and then unprocessed trauma, because so many black women I meet in my life have unprocessed trauma, and you carry that maternal wound of that unprocessed trauma as well. It's very ancestral when it comes to that. So it's a really It's not an easy cycle to break. It's not. And it is really fucking hard. But it's possible. Know that. Okay? And it also really ties into epigenetics. So we all hear, what's the term we hear when we hear black woman? That's a strong black woman. That's a strong black woman. You just gotta be strong. You just gotta be strong. That's it. That's the main title. Oh, okay. Key. For example, they're always taught to be strong. No matter the situation, you have to be strong. You are a strong black woman in this world. You have to be fighting all the damn time. Okay? So slavery. Prolonged stress, psychological, physical warfare, all of this happened in slavery. Like, the shit they endured was fucking repulsive. Okay? Repulsive. And that's not even getting in, like, if you only know surface level shit that you learned in class, please pick up a damn book. You're gonna want to throw up. Or you might throw up. You might. You really might. Okay? Flight or fight. Flight or fight. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? But it's kind of like those things, like when we catch ourselves doing something today and we're like, why do I automatically know that? Why do I know that? It's in your blood. It's in your genes. It's in you, okay? Constant increased cortisol, like I said, that's ancestral. Reproductive issues, ancestral. And it's simply because over time, when the same thing keeps happening and happening and happening, our genes are literally fucking modified to work like this, to be more susceptible to these things and to take on more stress and do this. But eventually it kills us. Regardless, eventually it kills us and it catches up to us. No matter how healthy you are, if that is suppressed and you are dealing with these things, it's going to kill you in one way or another. All right? Diabetes and obesity, because our ancestors were deprived of nutrients, of course, like that we know. So the diets, it was either less food, cheaper food, processed food, which we still see today in communities. Usually see black communities, especially, they put them in poverty. We know that. If you don't know that, I can break that down in a different video. But I learned that in school. But we see it constantly today. So we have the same issues. And that's why they hate to see places like fucking Georgia. Atlanta, dare I say. They hate to see places like that. Because when you see black excellence happen, you see health, you see growth, you see wealth. Okay? Let me hurry up because it's almost done. And you can also see this in TV shows, like black TV shows. Like in Everybody Hates Chris. Motherfucker, gout. He had, high blood pressure. Like, you can see it happen in these shows. I don't know if in the PJs, I feel like Thurgood had something. I think he had something. But when the body is always fighting, it eventually fights itself. You're literally gonna eat your fucking self alive. And I've seen this in person, like actively going on with somebody. Like your body, you might get so many different fucking diseases that you just don't know, and your doctors will not help you. And it's simply because your immune system has its guard up 24/7, okay? The number one killer for black women is stroke and heart disease. And those both come from stress. So please, don't let that man stress you out today. Don't let anybody fucking stress you out. If you need to calm down, if you need to call out work, do what the fuck you need to do because it is going to kill you. And you thinking not talking about it is going to make everything better? It's not. It's going to kill you. And you being that person in your family who you're just, everything's good, everything's fine, I'm not going to bring it up. It's going to be a fucking cycle. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you that now. But how it relates to hoodoo, this one is just really quick. But, first let me go back. 3 out of 4 women, black women, die giving like birth to children. Relates to slavery as well. But it always confuses me when people hate on the practice hoodoo. Because it's like, it was literally your ancestral work. That's how they kept themselves alive. Whether it be root work. Like, I'm an herbalist. I get into herbs real bad. And it's simply because, like, the thought that they had all these cures that nowadays they're always trying to hide. They're trying to stop these herbs from being sold. It is a medicine. Hoodoo was a medicine for them. It was a cure for them. Whether it became resistance to the slave masters or putting up a fight, protection, medicine, any fucking of that, it was a savior for them, okay? It was a divine practice, okay? Now, this video is about to end, but if you learned anything from this, and I know I was all over the place, but I couldn't upload today, so somebody's gonna hear my fucking mouth. Let me know, okay? Bye.